On New Canadians today, we're joined by Gabriela Casineanu, who's authored a book that helps introverts in their job search. Gabriela, pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you for having me.
Talk to us about this book. It's titled Introverts Leverage Your Strengths for an Effective Job Search. What is this about and how is it relevant in today's time, especially with newcomers coming into Canada?
Actually, this is a book based on my experience as a newcomer who evolved in the career here in Canada for the last 14 years. So I put in the book not only my experience, but also a coaching perspective on employment counseling. Because I found that a lot of job search advice that is out there, especially for newcomers, is missing a part, and I hope to bridge that gap with my book. And especially for introverts, the information is go out there and network with people. They have a lot of information you can tap into, but as an introvert, you might not do that. It's not easy for you as an introvert to network with other people. So I show them how they can use their strengths to accelerate their job search. Not necessarily ignoring all that job search advice I get, but adapting to their own personality, their own situation, and what is their objective.
So for a newcomer, the challenge is already to make new connections, to network in a market which is new to them. To add to that, if they have an introvert personality, what could be some of those strengths that you talk about in this book that they can tap into to take them forward in their job search?
As an introvert, you are maybe curious. You can research. Introverts are very good at research. Introverts are very good at having a project and focusing on that project to get to the result they want. So considering the job search as a project, your own project, and you're the project manager, use those skills that you have. Introverts are very good at solving complex problems. Find those opportunities that can help you show your personality and just be yourself, because that's where the people can connect with you at the human level, and they might be willing to help you in that moment or even later on when they get some information that could be helpful to you.
What are some of those tips and strategies that you mentioned in this book that could help newcomer introverts in their job hunt process?
First of all, find a meaningful objective, because as an introvert, we are motivated by meaningful goals that we set ourselves, not the goals that are imposed to us. So in the context of job search, if you think, what would you like to do mid-term or long-term, something that really resonates with you, then the next step will be what you can do short-term, what kind of position you can take where you can use your skills and experience you already have, but also takes you further, a little bit further toward your next goal. This will give you the motivation to reach out to people, to ask for information, to find what you need, to find your way to reach that objective. It's very important to use your strengths, and I talked about a few strengths in my book. There are 167, so I can't cover them. But there are many ways you can approach the job search, and one final point on this is think of it like a process that is unfolding in time. You might not know from the beginning the whole path, but you take the first step, and there you realize what else you can do, what's the next step, and the next step until you reach your goal.
Wonderful. Gabriela, it's been great to talk to you, and we know this book is going to add a lot of confidence to newcomers who are introverts in the job market. Thank you so much.
Thank you.